Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
And the Browns first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Because I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Complete to number 80,
Jarvis Landry.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 17-0 our score after 1. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll give it to Chubb. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns continue to roll. Seibert on for the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 44 is the mark. 44 is
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go, G. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, we got to get one touch.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For Donovan Peoples-Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Michael Gallup.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And the Browns.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they got to be careful taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Elliott.
Number 20.
Malcolm Smith there for the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. at the 17-yard line.
Mayfield now. And his throw here's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
To kick off for Dallas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mayfield. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
1st down, Browns.
From the red zone now, Mayfield dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and short now following the fumble.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.